Most people completely misunderstand what it takes to start a company in Ukraine, and because of that misunderstanding, they never even attempt it. They assume it's complicated, risky, or reserved only for locals who already know the system inside out. But the surprising truth is that Ukraine has one of the most entrepreneur-friendly company registration systems in Eastern Europe, especially for small businesses, digital entrepreneurs, and foreign founders who want fast market entry. And if you're watching this, there's a good chance you're not just curious. You're looking for a real path to build something international, something that works beyond borders. Now imagine someone like Michael, a freelance software consultant from California. Michael has been working remotely for years, but recently, he started getting more clients from Europe. One of his Ukrainian clients suggests something unexpected. If Michael registers a Ukrainian LLC, he could reduce friction in payments, access local contracts, and even work with regional tech companies more easily. At first, Michael ignores it. It sounds complicated. He assumes he would need to live there, understand Ukrainian law deeply, or hire an expensive legal team. But then curiosity kicks in. And that curiosity leads him into a process that completely changes how he views international business. Because what he discovers is that registering an LLC in Ukraine is not about complexity. It is about structure. And once you understand that structure, everything starts to make sense. But here's where things get interesting. Before we even talk about paperwork or registration steps, you need to understand what a Ukrainian LLC actually is. In Ukraine, the most common business structure is called a limited liability company, or in Ukrainian, a tовариство з обмеженою відповідальністю, often abbreviated as товариство. This structure is the legal foundation for most small and medium-sized businesses in the country. It allows one or more founders to create a separate legal entity that is responsible for its own obligations, meaning your personal assets are generally protected from business liabilities. In simple terms, it means the business stands on its own. Now Michael is intrigued but still cautious. He starts researching more deeply and quickly runs into a flood of conflicting information. One website says he needs a Ukrainian resident director. Another says foreigners can fully own companies. Another mentions electronic signatures, bank accounts, and notary involvement. And suddenly, what looked like an opportunity now feels like confusion. This is the exact moment where most people stop. But Michael decides to continue. And that decision is where clarity begins. Because Ukraine actually has a very structured and digital-friendly registration process, especially after major reforms in recent years aimed at simplifying entrepreneurship. So let's walk through it step by step, in a way that makes sense from the ground up. The first step in registering a Ukrainian LLC is choosing your company structure and name. This may sound simple, but it sets the foundation for everything else. You must choose a unique company name that is not already registered in the Ukrainian Business Registry. The name must also comply with local naming regulations, meaning it cannot mislead or violate restricted categories. Michael chooses a name for his consulting business, Eastbridge Digital LLC. But here's the first small surprise. In Ukraine, names often need to be checked in the Unified State Register before they are officially approved. So Michael submits his name for verification. And then he waits. And this is where curiosity builds. Because during this waiting period, most people realize something important. The system is not designed to block you. It is designed to organize you. And shortly after, Michael receives approval. His company name is officially reserved. Now the next step is where things start to feel more real. Preparation of incorporation documents. This includes the company charter, ownership structure, and details about founders and directors. Now here's a key insight. Unlike some countries where everything is highly rigid, Ukraine allows flexibility in ownership structure. A Ukrainian LLC can be owned by one person or multiple founders. And in many cases, foreign individuals can own 100% of the company. That alone surprises Michael. He had assumed he would need a local partner. But that is not necessarily true. However, there is a catch. While ownership is flexible, administrative requirements still need to be properly aligned. And this is where many first-time founders make mistakes. For example, Sarah, an entrepreneur from New York, once registered a Ukrainian company, but overlooked the importance of correctly structuring her charter. Later, when she tried to open a business bank account, inconsistencies in her documents caused delays that took weeks to resolve. And this is the detail most people miss. Company formation is not just about approval. It is about consistency across all systems. So Michael takes extra care. He defines his ownership clearly, assigns roles if needed, and ensures his charter accurately reflects his business activities. Now comes one of the most important steps: registration with the state registrar. In Ukraine, company registration is handled through the state registrar system, often supported by administrative service centers and notaries. In many cases, the process can even be completed digitally using electronic signatures. And this is where Ukraine stands out. Because compared to many traditional systems, Ukraine has invested heavily in digital government infrastructure for business registration. So Michael applies using a registered electronic signature. And here's the mini payoff. Within a relatively short time, his company is officially registered. He receives confirmation that his LLC exists as a legal entity. But here's where things can go wrong if you think the process is finished. Because registration is only the beginning. The next critical step is taxation. In Ukraine, companies must register with the tax authorities and choose a tax regime. One of the most common options for small businesses is the simplified tax system, which offers lower administrative burden and predictable tax rates depending on business activity. Michael reviews his options carefully. And this is where insight becomes powerful. Choosing the right tax structure is not just about compliance. It affects profitability, reporting requirements, and long-term scalability. So Michael opts for a structure that aligns with his consulting business model, allowing him to operate efficiently while maintaining compliance. And now, another major step appears: opening a corporate bank account. This is where many international founders underestimate complexity. Because even though the company is registered, banks still require identity verification, business activity confirmation, and sometimes physical or remote presence, depending on the institution. Daniel, another entrepreneur from Texas, experienced delays here because his documents did not clearly match his declared business activities. The bank requested clarification, which slowed his operations significantly. So Michael prepares carefully. He ensures all documents are aligned: registration certificate, tax number, company charter, and identification documents. And when he submits his application, things move smoothly. His account is approved. And at that moment, something changes. Michael is no longer just a freelancer. He is now the owner of a registered international company, operating within a structured European legal system. But here's the deeper insight that most people miss. Registering an LLC in Ukraine is not just a legal procedure. It is a strategic positioning decision. Because once you have a legal entity in a jurisdiction like Ukraine, you gain access to regional business ecosystems, partnerships, and credibility that are difficult to achieve as an unregistered foreign operator. And that credibility matters more than people realize. But there is still one more layer to understand: ongoing compliance. After registration, companies must maintain proper accounting records, file tax reports, and comply with local regulations. While Ukraine's system is relatively accessible, neglecting compliance can create serious issues later. Emily, a small agency owner from Chicago, once ignored filing deadlines because she assumed her low revenue meant low attention from authorities. But later, she discovered that compliance obligations exist regardless of company size. And this is the reality many new founders overlook. A company is not just created, it's maintained. So Michael builds a simple system: monthly bookkeeping, tax tracking, and periodic compliance checks. Nothing complicated, just consistent. And that consistency is what keeps his business stable. Now let's zoom out for a moment. Why does all of this matter? Because Ukraine represents a broader trend in global entrepreneurship. Countries are increasingly simplifying business formation to attract international founders, digital entrepreneurs, and remote companies. And those who understand these systems early gain a significant advantage. But here's the final curiosity loop. Most people think the hardest part of global entrepreneurship is starting the company. But in reality, The hardest part is learning how to operate across systems, maintain compliance, and strategically position your business internationally. And that is where real growth happens. Michael started this journey confused and hesitant. But step by step he discovered that registering a company in Ukraine is not about navigating chaos. It is about following a structured path. And more importantly, he realized something about himself. He is not limited to one market, one country, or one system. He is capable of building across borders. That shift in mindset is often more valuable than the registration itself. Because once you understand how to build legally in one country, you can replicate the process anywhere in the world. And that is the real power of global entrepreneurship. If you found this guide helpful and want more videos that break down international business formation in simple practical steps, make sure to subscribe to the channel.